Good morning, my dedicated viewers. Welcome if this is your first time. Glad to have you back if you've been away for a while. I'm Mark, and this is Miyochi, your gateway to flexibility, range of movement, injury prevention for an active and healthy lifestyle. Today's routine is the cloud routine. So let's begin. Feel the stretch, not the pain. And our first exercise is going to be the overhead torso stretch. We're just going to lift our arms up over our head and then twist like this or bend over. And you're going to feel it stretching all in your torso and in your vertebrae. And always remember, feel the stretch, not the pain. If that's as far as you can go, it's as far as you can go. And then just stretch over. This is a great upper body stretch. This feels really good. Breathe in and out, nice and easy. Okay, bring it up like this. And now let's go to the other arm and stretch over. This side is a little bit more stiffer to me this morning. Oh, that feels really good though. All right, stand up, and now let's go back to the other side and stretch. Oh, that feels really good. I just love how it's stretching your spinal column and your upper torso. This will wake you up in the morning. Try to keep your legs straight. All right, up straight, and now over to the other side. All right, up straight. Do it one more time, just real quick. This is a great wake up stretch right here. Feels really good. And straighten up, and we'll go back over to this side. All right, and we're done. Now we're going to do the hands behind the head stretch. And we're just going to put our hands behind our head like this, and with your elbows, spread them out as wide as you can. And you'll feel it stretching in your shoulders and your upper back and your elbows, upper chest. All right, down, relax. We're going to do that one more time. Hands behind your head. And stretch. Well, it's another hot, muggy Florida summer day. So you can probably see me doing a little sweating again. But we are in the peak of our heat and mugginess, which is okay by me. All right, relax. One more time. Up behind our head and stretch. There's zero wind. And the temperature's already about 80 degrees with the humidity around, the dew point's probably around 77 degrees. So water collects on everything as it always does in the summer. Okay. Oh, that feels good. And relax. Now we're going to do the reversed wrist pull. And you're just going to put your arm out like this, put your fingers down, grab your hand with your other fingers, and then pull. Pull like this. Pull your fingers back to your body. And you'll feel it stretching in your inner forearm and in your elbow and upper shoulder and in your wrist. Interesting sunrise this morning. Wasn't sure what we were going to get. There's a lot of clouds on the horizon, but it's very pink. Very cool. And relax. Now let's do the other hand. Put your hand straight down, grab your fingers, and pull those fingers towards your body. And you'll feel it in your wrist, your fingers, your forearm, upper shoulder. Got to stretch those wrists and fingers. Very important with all of our computer time. All right. Relax. We're going to do that one more time. And pull them back. Let's take a look at the sunrise. Cool. All right, now do the other hand and stretch them. Breathe in and out, nice and easy. That feels really good. All right, now we're going to do the forearm twist. And we're just going to stick our hands out like this, pinch your fingers together, put your wrist down, and then twist it out like that. And you're going to do it with both hands at the same time and twist. You'll feel it in your upper forearms. You're also stretching your shoulder because you're going to push these arms out as far as you can like this. So you'll feel it stretching, and then twist. Okay, relax. One more time, pinch your fingers down and twist out. You'll feel it mostly right in your forearm here and in your upper back. Push those arms out as far as you can. All right, relax. One more time. Pinch them down and twist. Okay, and down. Now we're going to do the cross arm shoulder stretch. And we're just going to cross our arms like this and then bring them back around like that. And again, feel the stretch, not the pain. If that's as far as you can go, it's as far as you can go. And you're just going to stretch like this. And you'll feel it stretching in your upper back and in your shoulders and in your elbows. Oh, that feels really good. I could feel it in my back. Okay, down. Now we're going to switch it the other way. Bring it like that and twist. Even when you breathe in deep, you can feel it stretching in your back. Oh, here comes the sun. Okay, relax. Now we're going to bring it around the other way and stretch. This feels really good in the upper back and in your spinal column as well. Just breathe in and out, nice and easy. Oh, that feels good. Okay, relax. Now bring it the other way, opposite arms. One a little stiffer this way. They call that symmetry. One side of your body sometimes is more flexible than the other side. You're trying to be symmetrical where they are both as evenly loose. But it seems like this side of my body is much stiffer today. And it may have to do, I had a shoulder injury here on this arm a few years back. Okay. All right, and relax. Now we're going to do the neck roll. And this one again, cervical spine in your neck. Be very careful, do not feel any pain whatsoever. We're just going to roll our neck to the side, to our shoulder. And you'll feel it stretching in your neck and in your vertebrae. Now roll it back and look up to the sky. Roll it to your other shoulder, sideways. Now we'll roll it forward, look down, and roll it to your side. Do not feel any pain whatsoever, just enjoy it. Feel that stretch. Your neck is thanking you. Roll it back, look up to the sky. Roll it to the side, to your shoulder. And forward. All right, and now it's time to transition to the floor. And you know what that means. Food of the week. And our food of the week is mushrooms. Mushrooms are a low-calorie, high-nutrient food. Mushrooms contain beta-glucan, which is a form of soluble fiber, and it helps to improve your cholesterol, heart health, and regulate blood sugar levels. They are also rich in vitamin B, which is good for your red blood cells, digestive system, and nervous system. Finally, mushrooms have powerful cancer-fighting properties, as well as anti-aging compounds. Mushrooms, get you some mushrooms today. I love my mushrooms. And as always, the food of the week is one part of my 4 pillars of Miyochi. And my 4 pillars of Miyochi are flexibility, proper nutrition, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. All right, let's get back to our stretching exercises. And our first one is going to be the hamstring stretch. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put our legs out straight like this, point your toes up. The trick is to keep your knees flat. And then we're just going to bend forward like this. You're not trying to touch your toes, you're just trying to bend forward. And you're going to feel it stretching in your hamstring back in here. And just bend forward. Point those toes up and you'll really feel it. It feels good. Okay, relax. And we lost all our color, but that's okay. And back down again. Point those fingers up, toes up. Boy, you can feel it in those hamstrings. And you can feel it in your back too as well. Okay, relax. We're going to do that one more time, and down. Keep those legs straight. That's the key. It's not about touching your toes. It's about keeping your legs straight so you can feel it in those hamstrings. And I can feel it. All right, and now we're going to do the seated foot pull. And what you're going to do is put this leg out straight, grab your heel with your hand, and then with your other hand, you're going to pull your toe fingers back. I like to call them toe fingers. Pull your toes back, and you're going to feel it stretching in your toes and in the arch of your foot. Now, you don't feel a lot of stretching because this area is very delicate and they have small bones and muscles, but they are stretching. The other thing you can do is put your heel towards your groin and you'll feel it stretching in this area, your hip and your inner thigh. And just pull it back like that. All right, now grab your heel with your other one and pull those toe fingers back. I know that's an incorrect saying, but I love saying it anyways. Bring that heel toward your groin, and you'll feel it in your hip and your inner thigh as well. All right, let's switch over to the other one. Grab that heel and pull your toes back. Okay, switch it back over, pull those toes back. That's as far as you can go, by the way, that's okay. You'll get more flexible over time. Okay, real quickly, we'll do it again. Pull those toes back. All right, grab your other one and pull those toes back. Okay. All right, and now it's time to stand back up. And this is where I like to talk about my goal of stretching with you for the next 20, 30, 40 years. So if you like what I'm doing, please help me spread the word. You can do this by sharing all my videos by going to meyochi.com. Or you can go to my YouTube homepage by clicking on the Miyochi icon in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, this icon right here. And if you're a frequent viewer, then hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Then you will be notified when all of my latest videos are posted, which is every other Saturday at 6 a.m. Finally, I would love to hear your comments, questions, and any feedback. So feel free to leave me some comments below, down here, okay? And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up like button. Thank you. Now let's get back to our exercises. Our next one's the lower leg stretch, and this one's a little strange. You're gonna have your feet pointing straight, shoulder width apart, and you're gonna bring this toe in like this, all right? Now, what happens is if you go like this, you don't feel any stretching at all. You want to stretch your body and keep it straight like this. And when you do that, you'll feel it stretching all in the side of your hip area here, the tendons and ligaments in your knees, and down in your ankle. You'll feel it more if you twist. If you're this way, you won't feel it as much, but you feel it, definitely feel it like this. And I know it's strange, but if you can figure this one out, it feels really good in your leg. It's very subtle though. Okay, relax. Now we're going to do it with the other one. Point the toe in and twist it back like this. And you'll just feel it here and in your knee especially and in your ankle. Great range of movement, stretch. And just stand up as straight as you can. Okay. Toe in and twist it back like this. Very subtle stretch, but a good one. But don't feel any pain. Okay, other foot, point it in, and then twist it back straight. Okay, point the toe in and twist it back straight. Breathe in and out, nice and easy. Okay, point the toe in and twist. That will really loosen up your leg area and in your hips. I can really feel it. All right, now it's time to get your chair. We're going to do the groin stretch. And what we do with this one is we're just going to spread our legs open as wide as you can. Put your arms in between your legs, your knees, and press them wide open, and then you're just going to bend down. And as you do that, you're going to feel it stretching all in your groin right here, your groin area, and your inner thighs. All right, relax. We're going to do that one more time. Well, actually, 2 more times. Bend them over. And you'll feel it stretching inside your groin area. Breathe in and out, nice and easy. Okay, relax. Okay, let's go down again and stretch. All right, and our final exercise is going to be the spine twist. We're going to twist our spinal column. Feel the stretch, not the pain. I can never say that enough. You'll get more flexible as you go. Just feel stretching and give it a go. So just keep your legs straight, and then with your hands, you're just going to bring them over to the side of your chair like this, and then twist. You'll feel it stretching in your spinal column. Okay, face forward. Now we're going to go to the other side and twist. Okay, face forward, other side and twist. Okay, face forward, other side and twist. That is really feeling good in my spine this morning. Okay, face forward and twist. Okay, face forward and twist. All right. And we stretched everything from toes to ankles to knees to hips to our groin area, our torso, our backs, our necks, even our fingers, right? We stretched it all, and I hope you enjoyed it. Today I'm going to talk about one of my surf stories, which I like to do every now and then, just give you a little bit of my surfing history past and all the crazy stories and adventures I've been on. And this one I'd like to talk about as the biggest wave I've ever seen in my life. At one time when I was a kid in my early 20s, I lived in Hawaii on the island of Kauai, the north shore of Kauai. And this is a big deal for surfers because Hawaii is the surfing mecca. And you always felt when you were a kid that you weren't a true surfer unless you went to Hawaii and gave it a go. And I lived there for about a year and a half or so, surfed the big waves, and I was totally into surfing those big waves. Best shape I've ever been in my life. I was in Olympic style shape. I used to swim and free dive on the small days to get ready for these big days coming up. And today was the day. It was a big day. It was Hawaiian 20 foot. And I've got to explain the scale of wave size in Hawaii. When the Hawaiians call a wave 20 feet, it's not 20 feet. It's actually more like 40 to 45 feet. And to use the word Hawaiian 20 foot is a big deal because very rarely do the Hawaiians even ever say the waves are 20 feet. They can't admit to it that it's 20 feet. So it was a 40 to 45 foot day out there. And the wave scale in Hawaii is just so funny. A 2 foot wave is not this big in Hawaii. A 2 foot wave in Hawaii is 6 feet, okay? A 4 foot wave is like 12 feet. A 10 foot wave is 20 to 25 feet. A 15 foot wave is like 30 feet. It's just how they do the scale of waves. Here we go, 20 foot. I'm heading down my cliff, getting ready to paddle out, where I always make it out to my break, Hanalei Bay, by the way. Scared as can be, nervous. I'm not talking. I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do, because what's happening is I'm putting myself in a life-threatening situation. In the 80s, when it was the time I was out there were no surfing life vests. There were no jet skis in the water to pluck you out if you were caught inside. You were essentially on your own out there, especially on Kauai, because there was just very few people on that island. So you were on your own. And there was a handful of us that were out that day, 5 of us. So you are literally putting yourself in a life-threatening situation. And it's very tough to force yourself, your brain, to put yourself in one of those situations. But that's part of what surfing big waves is about. It's pushing your limits to the maximum. So I'm paddling out, bit nervous, heading on out, and I make it out to the lineup, catch a few waves, probably 30, 35 footers, thinking I'm doing pretty good, you know, my confidence level's getting up, and enjoying myself out there with the other handful of people. And all of a sudden, on the horizon, this huge mountain of water is heading our way. And we all knew that this was bad news. This is what we call a cleanup set. And essentially it's this rogue wave that comes out of nowhere. You're sitting here and it breaks out further than you are and then just wipes you out, cleans up everybody in the lineup. And we knew that this was coming. So, life and death situation, we all start paddling Hawaiian style. And what does that mean? That means you're paddling for your life as fast and as hard as you can. You're just like, sprint paddling as if you're running a 100-yard dash as fast as you can. You're just like, with every ounce of energy you've got, you're just like paddling and paddling and paddling as fast as you can to that horizon, because you don't want that wave to crash and you be right here and just smash you to smithereens, right? So paddling, all of us, we're just as hard as we can, fast as we can. And now all of a sudden the mountain's coming and we're starting to go up the mountain like this. And you're going up, up the wave like this. And the 2 guys that were over here next to me, they were closer to the wave, and all of a sudden the wave just boxes like this. It just pitches over and boxes and barrels. And they're literally right here. They're little teeny, they were this size going up that wave as that wave boxed. I thought they were dead. I thought they were gonna go up and over the wave like this and then come down and just get drilled to the bottom. I thought they were dead. Halfway up, they ditched their boards and they just started swimming through the wave like this. And usually when a wave breaks, you dive underneath the wave and then come up the other side. It's no big deal. But this was such a large vertical column of water that they were actually swimming sideways through the wave like this. And the best way I can explain it is if you have an aquarium or a fishbowl, right? It's a vertical column of water, and you can see fish swimming vertically or horizontally through the water, you know, like this, right? That's what they look like. This big wall of water, and they're like fish swimming in an aquarium sideways like this. I have never seen anything like that in my life. And I'm paddling up the wave still, watching them swimming through this thing sideways, and the wave boxing like this. Now that barrel, when it boxed, and what I meant by box is this is an open chamber, a cavern, and it's a barrel. That barrel was at least 20 feet wide, left to right wide. And how I know this is, we surf, when we're surfing on bigger waves, we surf on longer surfboards to catch the wave. They were probably on a 9-10 foot board. And you could easily have put both of their boards side by side like this, horizontally in the barrel like that. And that's 20 feet. So think of that wave as 20 feet wide by 40, 45 feet tall, okay? Just be in your room right now and kind of like walk a 20-foot line in the biggest living room that you've got in your house. That's how wide the barrel was. And then think of the wave being 40 foot tall, probably twice as tall as your house, okay? Just think of that wave. And this big giant mountain just goes over like that. And I thought they were dead. I really thought they were dead. And I'm still paddling up, and I make it over the top, come back down, and now I'm paddling down the back of the wave and then coming into the trough. And lo and behold, the two guys' heads pop up on the other side and they survived. And we all were just amazed. Now, this is the one time and only time that my jaw literally dropped. I have never, ever, except for this one time, had my jaw drop like this. It just went like that. I was just like, I was in shock and an adrenaline rush. And I've never had anything like that happen to me before. It was just amazing and scary and adrenaline and one of the best moments of my life. I'll never forget it. Almost kind of like being in a car accident. So I made it over, and I knew that this was some crazy situations we were in, and it was time to go in. So I caught me a wave and came on in, hit the beach. And when you hit the beach, now all of a sudden, you survived, right? When you were heading out, you were scared because there was a chance of you maybe dying, right? But when you hit the beach and you're back on land, now you just feel like nothing can stop you, and you're just full of adrenaline, and you're like, nothing can stop me, and you're like, yeah, like that. And you're just full of adrenaline, and you're like, I beat it and I won. And it's just a great, great feeling, and you have that for like the rest of the day. It's just amazing. And one of my friends on the beach goes, "Did you see that one wave?" And I was like, "Did I see it? I was in it, man. What are you talking about?" It was just the craziest wave I've ever seen in my life. So if there's any takeaway from this, you know, maybe just push yourselves to the limits. It's good to push yourselves to the limits. Go further into the unknown and to the abyss than you've ever been. And guess what? You usually come out on the other side a better person, and it's going to change your outlook on life forever. And that's why I'm probably out here surfing to this day and doing things on the beach like Miyochi. Let's talk about my 4 pillars of Miyochi. And my 4 pillars of Miyochi are flexibility, proper nutrition, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. You follow my 4 pillars and your quality of life will improve dramatically. Now, I was going to go surfing, but the tide's not right and the waves are breaking right on the shore. But guess what? It's good for body surfing. So I'm going to do some body surfing instead. And I see you.